This is our firstborn, Caitlin Clark. As you can see, she has the passing ability of Shoshana Bird. She has the pull-up, and she has the swaggy competitiveness of both of us. This is our love child.
Caitlin Clark's games are drawing crowds of over 16,000 fans, more than triple the WNBA average. But why are some league legends not cheering? The answer might surprise you. The arrival of Caitlin Clark in the WNBA has sparked a fierce debate among players, fans, and media alike. It's not just about her impressive stats or record-breaking performances. This controversy runs deeper, exposing a generational divide in women's basketball that's been simmering for years.
As we're talking about, Caitlin translating thoughts?
Yes. Translating to the next level of her game.
What do you think her transition is going to be like?
She has, like, you can tell, like, how she plays, that she has the pro mentality.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, I think that there's a lot of talented athletes that come into the league, but I think the difference maker with people that make it to the WNBA is the discipline. Yeah. And I don't have to see Caitlin work in the gym to know that she has that discipline to be a pro.
Let's start with Diana Taurasi, a WNBA legend with over 2 decades of experience. When asked about Clark's transition to the pro league, Taurasi didn't mince words. She said, "There's levels to this thing." It's a statement that's both a challenge and a warning. Taurasi's implying that college success doesn't always translate to the WNBA, and Clark might be in for a rude awakening. But is this just tough love from a veteran player, or something more? Some fans see it as a sign that established stars feel threatened by Clark's meteoric rise. After all, Clark's arrival has brought unprecedented attention to the league. TV ratings are soaring, and ticket sales are through the roof. It's natural for some players to worry about their place in the spotlight. This isn't the first time we've seen this kind of reaction in sports. Remember when LeBron James entered the NBA? Many veterans were skeptical of the hype surrounding him, but James proved them wrong, becoming one of the greatest players of all time. Could Clark be on a similar path? The controversy doesn't stop with Taurasi. Cheryl Swoops, another WNBA icon, has also weighed in on Clark's achievements. Swoops questioned the validity of some of Clark's college records, suggesting that the game has changed so much that comparisons to past eras are unfair. It's a stance that's raised eyebrows among fans and analysts alike. Swoops' comments highlight a broader issue in women's basketball. As the game evolves and new stars emerge, how do we compare achievements across different eras? It's a question that's been debated in men's sports for years, and now it's front and center in the WNBA. This skepticism from established players reveals a deeper tension in the league. On one hand, the WNBA needs fresh talent and star power to grow its audience. Clark brings both in spades. On the other hand, veterans who've spent years building the league might feel their contributions are being overlooked in the rush to crown a new queen of basketball. It's not just about personal rivalries or hurt feelings. This clash of generations reflects broader challenges in women's sports. How do leagues balance respect for their pioneers with the need to evolve and attract new fans?
Caitlin Clark for lifting up our sport. She carried a heavy load for our sport. She's gonna lift that league up as well. So Caitlin Clark, if you're out there, you are one of the GOATs of our games, and we appreciate you.
How can they integrate game-changing talent without alienating established stars? These questions aren't unique to basketball. We've seen similar debates in tennis, with the rise of young stars like Coco Gauff and Emma Raducanu. In gymnastics, the dominance of Simone Biles has redefined what's possible in the sport, sometimes leaving older competitors feeling left behind. But the WNBA faces unique challenges. It's a relatively young league, still fighting for mainstream recognition and financial stability. The arrival of a transcendent talent like Clark could be a turning point, or it could expose fault lines that threaten the league's unity and progress. The Caitlin Clark controversy has spilled beyond the WNBA court and into the realm of international competition. Clark's exclusion from the Team USA roster for the upcoming Olympics has ignited a firestorm of debate among fans, players, and analysts alike. This decision has brought to light some serious questions about how talent is evaluated and opportunities are distributed in women's basketball. On one side of the argument, we have those who believe Clark's impact on the sport is simply too big to ignore. They point to her record-breaking college career and the incredible boost she's given to WNBA viewership and ticket sales. These supporters argue that leaving Clark off Team USA is like benching a star player in the championship game, or They say her skills and star power could be game changers on the international stage. But there's another perspective to consider. Some argue that Clark needs more time to prove herself in the professional ranks before earning a spot on the national team. They say the jump from college to the WNBA is huge, and international competition is another level entirely. These critics believe that selecting Clark too soon could be setting her up for failure and potentially hurting Team USA's chances of gold. Diana Taurasi, a WNBA legend and Olympic veteran, shed some light on the complexities of team selection. She suggested that Clark's massive fan base could actually work against her in this case. Taurasi said, "If you put her on the team and she doesn't play, people are going to go crazy." It's a reminder that team dynamics and potential backlash are factors that selectors have to consider, alongside pure basketball talent. The media narrative surrounding Clark's exclusion has added another layer to this controversy. Some outlets have framed the story as Clark versus established players, creating a narrative of conflict that may not truly exist. This approach has sparked discussions about race, privilege, and representation in women's sports. These conversations are important, but they also risk overshadowing the achievements of both Clark and other rising stars in the league. It's crucial to remember that women's basketball is full of incredible talent, and reducing the story to a single player versus the establishment doesn't do justice to the depth and diversity of the sport. The Team USA selection process has revealed some deeper issues in women's basketball. It's clear that there's a need for more transparent criteria when it comes to choosing players for international competition. Should college performance be weighted as heavily as professional experience? How much should a player's potential impact on viewership and fan engagement factor into these decisions? These questions don't have easy answers, but they're vital for the future of the sport. As women's basketball continues to grow in popularity, it's crucial that the systems for evaluating and promoting talent grow along with it. The controversy surrounding Clark's exclusion from Team USA could be a catalyst for positive change in how these decisions are made. Caitlin Clark's rookie season in the WNBA has been nothing short of spectacular. With averages of 16.3 points and 6.6 assists per game, she's silencing critics who questioned her readiness for professional play. These aren't just good numbers for a rookie. They're impressive stats for any player in the league.
You don't sit up there and pass on Caitlin Clark. It was stupid, Team USA. It was a dumb decision. The idiocy of Team USA women's basketball. How dare you make this decision? It was a stupid decision, and I'm gonna tell you why it's stupid. I want all the ladies on this squad to know every single one of y'all are deserving of it.
Clark's performance on the court is challenging the notion that college success doesn't translate to the pros. She's not just holding her own, she's excelling. Her ability to read the game, make pinpoint passes, and score from anywhere on the court has made her an immediate impact player for the Indiana Fever. But Clark's influence extends far beyond the stat sheet. Her presence in the WNBA is revitalizing interest in women's basketball in a way we haven't seen before. Attendance figures are skyrocketing, with some games drawing over 16,000 fans. That's more than triple the league's typical attendance of around 5,000. Clark isn't just filling seats, she's forcing teams to move to larger venues to accommodate the demand. The TV ratings tell an even more impressive story. One of Clark's games drew 2.302 million viewers, making it the most watched WNBA broadcast in 23 years. These numbers aren't just good for women's basketball, and they're competitive with some NBA regular season games. Clark's impact raises an important question. Is she a threat to the established order of the WNBA, or is she the opportunity the league has been waiting for? On one hand, Clark's success could be seen as a challenge to veteran players. Her popularity and media attention might overshadow other talented players in the league. There's a risk that the narrative becomes Caitlin Clark versus the WNBA, rather than celebrating the overall strength and depth of talent in women's basketball. However, a more optimistic view sees Clark as the catalyst the WNBA needs to reach new heights. Her ability to draw in casual fans and create buzz around the league benefits everyone. Higher attendance and viewership numbers mean more revenue, which could lead to better salaries and conditions for all players. The long-term impact of Clark's success on the WNBA could be transformative. Increased media coverage is already bringing more eyes to the sport. As fans tune in to watch Clark, they're discovering the incredible talent throughout the league. This exposure could lead to a new generation of young girls dreaming of playing in the WNBA, further strengthening the talent pipeline. fan engagement is also reaching new levels. Social media buzz around Clark and the WNBA is creating a community of passionate fans. This engaged audience is valuable for sponsors and broadcasters, potentially leading to more lucrative deals for the league. Diana Taurasi, despite her initial cautionary comments, recognizes Clark's potential impact. She praised Clark's work ethic and resilience, stating, "What Caitlyn's been able to do in her short career so far has been nothing short of remarkable." This acknowledgement from a WNBA legend suggests that even the veterans see the value Clark brings to the league. The excitement surrounding Clark's performance indicates potential long-term growth for the WNBA. As she continues to draw attention and fan engagement, the league has an opportunity to capitalize on this momentum. This could mean expansion teams, more primetime TV slots, or increased investment in marketing and player development. However, the WNBA must navigate this opportunity carefully while celebrating Clark's success. It's crucial not to overshadow other talented players or create a divide within the league. The challenge will be to use Clark's star power to elevate the entire WNBA, not just one player.